Hi, this is Carolina, the Soul Coach. Welcome to my podcast. Hello and welcome to this week's Sunday Catchup podcast. How are you and how has your week been? Super grateful for you for listening. And for those over in America and Australia, it's wonderful to have you listening to my podcast, and obviously super grateful to you here in the United Kingdom and wherever you are in the world. It's wonderful to hear from you and wonderful to see that you are listening to this podcast that I am absolutely loving doing and find it a challenge every week, which I enjoy. It's great to have challenges, isn't it? It really is, because it helps us grow. And this week has been a challenge because this week I've already recorded the Sunday Catch-Up podcast, which I was rather pleased with. Alas, though, I am re-recording it because it wasn't quite right. I think I went off at a tangent talking about space clearing and energy clearing, and I think I'm going to save that for another podcast. So I might bring that out in the week as like a podcast extra. How about that? Because I know some of you have requested this week about energy clearing and space clearing, but I got really into it. And of course, this is a Sunday catch-up, which is all about my week. So we're going to have a little bonus podcast coming out midweek this week. And also we are having another podcast come out this week because this week I recorded an interview with Kathy. Some of you may already know Kathy, but Kathy is from another planet. And she won't mind me telling you that. She is an amazing medium. She is incredible and she has some great magical stories. So I can't wait to share that with you. And that's coming out Thursday. So there's going to be lots to listen to this week. And not forgetting the interview with Scott that we did recently, where he interviewed me about living a life of magic and how I've ended up where I am today. And yeah, it was really cool. So lots coming up. We're going to be doing some more interviews next week as well. So Scott's going to be interviewing me, and I'm going to introduce Scott to you properly because he's popping up all over the place on my podcast, and it's great to have him on board. It really is. So what was your week like? What did you get up to? Was it a busy one? It feels like, I think the weather just makes all the difference, isn't it? And I've really been enjoying having my morning coffees at Dora's on the Market Square in Epsom. I love Epsom. I think it's a great town. It's a great place to live. I just love it. And it's even great when the sun shines. It really is. So just having some fresh air and having a great coffee before starting work just sets my day up. It really does. So yes, that's about the sunshine, isn't it? So I think I've been reflecting on something. And I've been reflecting on quite a lot this week, as well as being super busy with clients, which was great. I did some Reiki healing, which I just adore, as you know. And I did a space clearing for someone's home, which was fantastic. And I think that whatever we do, and I certainly find that when I just show up, just bring myself completely in the moment, into the space, magic happens. And that certainly has happened a lot this week, where magic has happened just by being present every day to what is showing up. So every day I ask the universe, what would you have me do? Where would you have me go? And what would you have me say? And then I just let go of my day and I just turn up and I give my best. And that's what I've done this week. And I've really, really enjoyed it. Just thrown myself completely in it. But the thing that I've been really reflecting on is a couple of things. One is about clarity and about being clear in communication and how important that is. And my husband and I had this really amazing meeting on Friday afternoon with our accountant and his wife. And he started a new business and he wanted to use us as a guinea pig with his new business, all about increasing your business and particularly why you started out on your business and where you're going and where you're heading. And it's caused a lot of communication. It's caused a lot of thought about where I'm heading. And there's some changes coming up, which I will share with you as they come up, because I haven't actually quite formulated the plan, but I am just really feeling that. And also when I had a palm reading many years ago, when I've read my own palms, when I've had an astrology reading, and just my sense of looking at my own hands and stuff, I know there's change coming up over the next year or two. So watch this space with some changes. But it's really made me think about why we do things and what our reasons are for doing things. And I remembered when we opened Quest, one of the whys and one of the main whys was that I wanted to create a really clear space for people to come into, a sacred space for people to come into, to feel at ease, to feel at home. It's hustle bustle out, isn't it? Out there, it's very busy, lot going on. But so many people say when they come in our shop, they just feel a stillness. So just kind of reigniting with that why for Quest. Why did we start up Quest? And it's really great to be thinking about that. Why are we doing things? Why have we created things? And so, yeah, it was a really good meeting and lots came out of it. And I'm really super excited to be sharing some of that with you very soon. But the clarity and just how we can create clear, sacred spaces for moving forward, and how our homes and our businesses really need to be clear in order to be able to move forward in our lives and have them kind of supporting us as well. So I've just been reflecting on clarity and making sure that everything that I do it with clarity. So so that's been an important reflection for me this week. And the other thing that I've been noticing is that we are human beings, aren't we? And we are here to be a human being and to wake up to our sacred selves, to that infinite consciousness that we are. And I've really been thinking about that, because I do believe that obviously I am breathing, so I am here, I'm alive, and I am a human being, and I have a soul, and I am a spiritual being. And as much as I practice, and as much as I work on myself, and as much as I do all the things, I think every week I've shared a challenge with you, and I just think that we never stop having challenges. There will always be challenges, and what's really, really, really important, I find, is how I deal with those challenges. And that's what matters. We can't stop the challenges from happening, but what we can do is change how we deal with the challenges and how we respond to the challenges. And so that has been a quite a big topic for me this week, because it seems like every day there's a challenge. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that there's a challenge, and some challenges you kind of don't even think that they're challenges, and you just get on with them and they're really easy to deal with. But then some other things are more challenging, and some things happen really fast that you have to deal with, and then that can cause a bit of stress and a bit of anxiety. And I don't think we can ever stop those challenges, because I was like, this week, I was like, oh God, the printer didn't work. These are like silly little challenges, but when you're trying to do something quick, the printer wasn't working. And just, I think it was that. It just like tips you over the edge. And then I'm like, why am I getting so stressed? And why am I kind of like taking this out? Or just stop. Or my husband might have been getting stressed over something, I don't know. And I'm like, I'm starting to take that on, and actually I don't need to take that on, and just stay grounded, just stay centered, just stay present. And I really think that helps with the challenges. So I've just been exploring all about challenges, and I think that what the conclusion that I've come to is that the challenges will come. And it's how we deal with the challenges that make us the person that we are. And it's about staying calm, grounded, and knowing that in some way we will learn and grow from these challenges. And for me, it's about putting everything into practice that I've learned. And sometimes my conditioning, my belief system will have me going into stress. I can feel it in my tummy. I can feel myself racing. My voice gets higher, and it's been interesting observing that this week. It's been interesting. What's got me stressed? What's kept me calm? What's not risen my blood pressure? And So yeah, as I'm saying and repeating, because I'm still like reflecting on it, that it is these challenges. So I think that Ho'oponopono plays a big part on that. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. And it's remembering in the moment, it's remembering to breathe, it's remembering to trust in the universe that everything is okay and that all is well. And just knowing and accepting that the challenges will come and go, but it's okay. It's finding that belief or that affirmation in those moments that all is well. And I think it was last night or the night before, I woke up in a bit of a panic. I don't know why necessarily, but my mind was really racing, and I just automatically, and that has happened a few times but not recently, and it happened either last night or the night before, and I just reassured myself, it's all okay. It's all is well. In this moment, all is well. And then I go into the Ho'oponopono. But I can do that at night, in the middle of the night, when I wake up, and I go straight to it. And it's very, very, I'm very grateful that I managed to do that. And that has certainly been, that is something certainly that I'm inquiring about, these challenges. I remember when I was younger and I thought, oh, I've done it now, that's it, blah, blah, blah. And then something else happens, and then something else happens, and then something else happens. And like the challenges will always be there. So, so that's been a really big reflection that I've been looking at this week is that. So what else has been happening this week? We've been out, we've been enjoying ourselves, we've had lots of laughter. Will's been working on the garden, and we configured the garden. We have got a seating area, and it was facing the house, and we just tweaked it. It just didn't feel quite right. And now we have kind of this like really nice cozy setup space in our garden, and that looks really, really, really cool. So that's good. And just looking forward to doing some more filming, looking forward to doing more kind of stuff next week, as I've already shared with you. And I've just been enjoying the sunshine and just enjoying each moment. And Quest has been quite busy, which is nice. We've been lots of crystals, lots of inquiries, lots of discussions. And one of the discussions I had this week, which is very interesting, is about children not sleeping and how to help them. And very often what I found is when customers come in the shop and talk about children as sleeping and where their position is in the bed, where their bed is in relation to their door in the bedroom, very often it's changing that bed round that can really help with a child's sleep pattern. So that happened this week, and then we get parents coming back and saying, oh, that really worked. So it's always worth looking at, if your child isn't sleeping, it's always worth looking at the position of the bed and just making sure that they are in a strong position in their bedroom with their head against a wall in a corner, and they can see who's coming in and out of the room. That's generally the key, and the feet aren't coming out of the door. So that's worth exploring. And that I've definitely had that conversation about 3 times, because when one person comes in with it, other people hear the conversation and then they ask me questions about it. But so that's been that was interesting this week. And just about clearing energy, I just think it's about being present. As I said, I talked about it in the extra podcast that you will get, and I talk about it a bit more in that and talk about my week. But I came at it from a different angle. So you'll get 2 for 1 this week, which will which will be interesting for you. So yeah, that is about it for me. A bit of a short one. As I said, I've already recorded another one, so you'll get that as well. Let me just give myself a moment just to think about whether there was anything else that I wanted to share with you this week. I think it's really highlighted again this week just about having fun and just creating those fun moments. And I have had a few discussions with people about laughing more and about creating fun and just kind of lightening up with life and just finding solutions, easy solutions, and chatting through things with our tribe and our community, and how important it is to have a support network. You know, some people come in the shop that haven't got that support network, and it's really tough for them. It really is. So just acknowledging and being grateful for our tribe and our community and our support network, and really acknowledging that. And I think it's really important to surround ourselves with people that have our back. It really is. And we've all got those people, haven't we? We really do. But there are people out there who haven't. So maybe it's kind of looking outside. I don't know. I haven't got a solution, but it's just acknowledging, I think, who is in your tribe, who is in your community, and just acknowledging those people. Who's working, with you? Is there anyone working against you? And maybe it's time to let those people go. Maybe I've certainly over the years had to let go of people in my life that I thought were friends and that were there, but actually it turns out that they're not. So sometimes we just have to let those people go. Anyway, I haven't had to do that this week. I'm very grateful about that. I've just been appreciating the tribe. So that's good. So I hope your week has been a busy one, productive one, a good one. I hope you have a fantastic week. And let's just take a breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. Knowing that's funny. Breathing in, breathing out, knowing all is well. You can relax. You've got this. You've got this week. Maybe hand this week over to your higher self. Maybe ask your higher self, what would you have me do this week? Where would you have me go? And what would you have me say? And then just trust you'll be in exactly the right place where you need to be for moving forward. Have a great week. Bye.